while the battle had fallen silent for several days. The earth of the battlefield continued to smolder and fill the air with a foul stench of death. Evadur cautiously stepped over the fallen as he approached the nucleus of the site. There, in a pile of charred bone and steel, Evadur picked up the divine geode.
So, it was left here after all.
Evadur mused.
The path forward is clear. We must call a great council.
Previously sworn rivals. The call of the council was great enough to summon leaders from every faction, from Asgard and Egypt to the Ragnar and Mossmane tribes. Seated at the great round table of Zalon, Evadur explained that with the geode he would have the power to open a portal into the realm of the Nexus, where one hero could venture through and end the threat once and for all. Erupting in shouts and exclamations, every faction desired to claim this honor for themselves. Even Korthan, the king of the human kingdoms, declared that the honor should fall to him, for it was his sword, Excalibur, that clashed with Almiron's and started the cataclysm and set the Nexus energies loose upon the Shattered Kingdoms.
Silence!
Evadur cried.
While your enthusiasm is welcomed, my lords and ladies, I fear that our choice is somewhat predetermined.
Evadur went on to explain that the Nexus energies on the other side of the portal were too powerful for any human to withstand. Any hero who ventured through would likely meet the same fate as Almirand, and end up a puppet of the Nexus. On the other hand, Evadur's power, even with the divine geode, was not strong enough to send through a god of Olympus or Asgard without risk of alerting the Nexus forces.
This peril will require a very special type of hero. Someone who can pass through the portal, but will not succumb to the vile will of the Nexus.
Evadur warned. With the warning of Evadur fresh in their ears, the collected group murmured and whispered amongst each other, and then asking in unison, "Who should we send?" Achilles, hero to the humans and gods alike, rose from his seat and began to speak. "I know of one, neither man nor god, who could stand and accomplish this mission." The gathered group murmured, and one spoke louder than others. Who do you believe could do this?" One both blessed and cursed by the gods. As a child he slew 2 snakes, and
once he reached manhood, the gods commanded him to perform 12 labors, 12 dangerous missions. If he completed them all and survived, Hera agreed to finally let him live in peace. He fought the Lanian Hydra. He battled the Erymanthian boar. His greatest labor was the Nemean lion. This was no ordinary beast. It had a hide so tough, no weapon could penetrate it. But even this monster was no match for the son of Zeus.
With that, Gaia stood up, holding her hand, silencing Achilles, and motioned to Heracles, who stepped forward and knelt before the All-Mother. It falls upon you, my child, not fully a god or fully a man. Your spirit will be able to withstand the corruption, and you may venture where we cannot. Gaia whispered, Rise, Heracles, and venture forth. Our fate rests in your hands.
Aye,
Corthan joined.
here, my lad. Take this sword. Its history is great, but its power is greater. There is no hero more worthy to wield it than you.
With that, the council erupted in a roar of cheers. Hercules gripped Excalibur, looked to Evidur, and nodded that he was ready. Woohoo! Pretty epic, guys. I knew it, dude. It was about time. A 4-star Hercules? Oh, nice, man. Anyways, this is Darth Shigong, gaming on the dark side, GOTDS, and you know we got this. With this weekend's event coming from Dawn of Titans, we got Hercules coming out and being reskilled, not only from a 3-star, but into a 4-star. About dang time, dude. Let's get into this event and let's discuss this stuff. So here we go. Now, they've renamed Hercules a bit. They're going by his other name, Heracles. I'm probably going to call him Hercules most of the time, so just, bear with me. But the 13th labor. Now, any of you guys that follow Greek mythology will know that he had 12 labors that he had to perform for Zeus and Hera, specifically Hera. And, to kind of be able to do his own stuff and to try to earn his godhood and be free. Now, this Alliance War is going to be starting tomorrow, September 2nd. It'll go all the way through Monday, September 6th, giving us our typical 90 hours to grind it out. Now, that might seem like a Herculean task. See what I did there, suckers? And all that. But it can be done. We'll go into those numbers in a little while. But first, let us look at Hercules himself. All right, now, some people didn't know we already had Hercules in the game. If you didn't get like the starter pack, if you're not a newer player and all that, and I think he was in another event there somewhere too, then you don't know that he was actually already here as a 3-star paladin. Now, he buffed human troops with his first skill, Hercules Club, and then he had paladin defensive skills. So he's a classic paladin in that sense. I always thought, man, at one point in time, they're going to have to make this guy into a 4-star. I never knew why they didn't, and I'm happy, like I said, that he did it. Now, here's a little quick picture. You can see it up there. Thank you to DOT Database. If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely go check out Yuki's site. It is amazing. Make sure you guys support. And, it's a great site. So, that's the original Hercules. Now, let's look at his revamped, amazing new skills as Heracles. Okay, man, they did a number on this, man. That's a ton of stuff. So, the first skill is called Invoke, Demigods Acolytes. You're going to get 180% Titan and Troop physical damage, 60% base Titan Militia health, and you're going to get 5 Omega Militia spells. Already liking this. The next skill is Hydra's Demise. You're going to have 40% Titan and Troop melee resist, 360% Titan and Troop physical damage 2 times an attack, so it's really 720%, and 250% Titan and Troop health 2 times an attack, so it's another 500% health to help those militia last a bit longer as they're doing their thing. Third skill, Invoke, Rage of Knossos. Let's see here. It's going to be 44% Titan and Troop critical, 5 Rage spells, love the Rage, and on Omega Militia Summon, you're going to call a Knossos Bull, a max of 5. And we'll cover the Knossos Bull here in a little bit. Now, the fourth skill is Prometheus's Blessing. 40% Titan and Troop range resist, 250% Titan and Troop armor piercing 2 times an attack, so it's 500% armor piercing. You're going to get 250% Titan and Troop armor 2 times an attack, so 500% armor. Help them live a little bit longer, right, when they're attacking some of these high damage defenses. And the last skill is going to be Invoke Herculean Might. 40% Titan and Troop all elemental resist, 40% rage spell duration. Nice, put that Staff of Rage on there, that's going to help out. And on Omega Militia Summon, you will shield the Omega Militia and the Gnosis Bulls a max of 5 times. So like I said, it's all about helping your units last longer in that fight, because if you're attacking, let's say like a Rage build Minerva or something like that, they are bringing some massive damage. You need them to live so they can kill stuff. Okay, let's move on to the prestige skills. Alright, the prestige skill is called Champion of Olympus. Now, at level 10, you'll have 120% base Titan and Troop damage and health. Very cool, base is always awesome. At prestige level 1, you will unlock this skill here on Omega Militia Summon. You'll rage the Omega Militia and the Gnosos Bulls a max of 5 times. Now, at prestige level 4, those Omega Militia summons will now give you an extra 100% Titan and Troop armor piercing a max of 5 times. That's an extra 500%. That's 1,000 armor piercing so far. Not too bad. Unlock from prestige level 7, on any militia death, you will summon an Omega Militia, a max of 5 times. So that's an extra 5 Omega Militia units coming out. Very, very cool. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Runa there. Now, at prestige level 10, this one's kind of interesting. On any militia death, right, any kind of militia unit, you'll get 100% Titan physical damage and armor, a max of 10 times. That's an extra 1,000 Titan physical damage and armor. But what about Troop? You know, it almost seems like that's missing. We're going to need to have the SPP account, guys. If I know you guys are busy, but if you get a chance to try this Titan out, let us know at Prestige Level 10, is this buffing troops as well? Because if it's not buffing troops, that kind of sucks. If it's buffing troops, though, man, that extra 1,000 armor and 1,000 physical damage, that is a huge game changer on making sure these units hit harder and live longer against those high damage units, man. Those guys will be, like, unkillable. So, yeah, I mean, I really don't see the Titan doing enough damage that it really matters, but then again, an extra 1,000 damage, possible. Like I said, we gotta play with this Titan and see what happens. Obviously, the SPPs need to do it because it's not really worth it for regular players to invest, you know, that many Titans, 18 Titans, to see if a prestige skill is worth having, because there's no way to, you know, get your prestige back once you've invested and all. That's kind of biased. Now, if we were able to actually get some return on investment, even though it was half, and all, people would probably be more apt to prestige things. It seems that they're going for more prestige-based stuff. Look at the new 5-star relics. So I don't see why they don't give us a way to either get more prestige food on a more regular basis, even more than they already do now. I mean, you can get quite a bit if you're really playing. But a way to, you know, get that prestige back. You know, it'd be nice when you're fusing one Titan into another. All right, so let's talk about those Gnosis Bulls. This is the new unit. I would consider this kind of an Epsilon-style unit, even though technically it's not what an Epsilon Titan. They're not saying he is, but he's still within this meta, I believe. So let's check out the Gnosos Bulls. Okay, so here we go, the Gnosos Bulls. You can see here he's basically a Minotaur clone. He looks just like Minotaur, the Titan. They say unit size is colossal, so I'm guessing this guy is going to be as big as the Colossi for Hyperion. So therefore, he's going to be bigger than all the Titans on the map. He's going to be huge, running around, doing his thing, man. So that's pretty cool that you get 5 of these bad boys. Obviously, unit management is going to be a big deal with this Titan. But hey, we got some battalion units. This guy's going to run up in there. He's got some cool charge animation, which is really nice. Let's see some more about this guy. Okay, so each one of these units is going to have 80% of Minotaur's health, probably at level 60. So you're looking at about 70,000 health. Obviously, that's before buffs, right? The base stats on this guy is pretty cool. You got 400% armor, 500% armor piercing. So with the skills that's coming with Heracles, this guy starts off right off the top with no relics yet at 1,500 armor piercing. So this guy's going to be the dude going out there and doing the work for you. Now you got 60% critical chance, so with that's over 100%. So he's going to be doing 100% crit base, right? You're going to have 50% all elemental resist, so it's pretty much maxed out on elemental resist, and 4-time charge damage. Dude, this guy comes out pretty freaking stacked right off the top. Overall damage is once again not super high, right? About 4,000 points there. But, like I said, we got 4-time charge damage. He's doing crit, 100% crit. So that's what, 3 times damage? Twice damage? I'm trying to remember how much crit it is. And all that's off my head. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make this video quickly. But I mean, it's going to help. It's definitely going to help, especially if you're charging, hit that crit. If you can do some flank damage, all that kind of stuff, dude, you're doing some work with this guy, man. These Minotaurs, there's going to be 5 of them on the field. Yeah, dude, I think this guy's going to be fun to play with. Now, the last part here is pretty interesting as well. Every 25% of health lost on these Minotaurs, right, you're going to have minus 5% enemy physical and melee resist within their aura. Now, I'm assuming that's going to be 25% for each of these guys, right? So there's 5 of them out there. Hypothetically, you could take away 125% physical and melee resist from the units there. So they were all bunched up, and you got all the bad guys' units all bunched up. You can take away all their melee resist, all their physical resist. I mean, obviously that would take the Minotaurs dying, but you still have your Omega Militia going out there and doing their stuff, and you also have the Titan himself hitting. And if you had that P10, and it's gone all the way through, and this guy's had all those deaths happening, and he's at an extra 1,000% damage, hey, you know, the only thing you're really worrying about is that armor, so if you can get over the armor-piercing cap, the units will have no defense whatsoever. That's pretty interesting. Like I said, this could be an interesting Titan to play with. I really want to see him in action. I love physical Titans for some reason. I don't know why. I just like the units. I like the troops. I like the Titans. So I'm really excited to see what this guy can do. I really, really am. Okay, now let's check out what else is going on. Alright, next up is the Milestone Rewards. Let's check it out real fast. You can see this is a 26,000 soul event. So this is our typical event that we got going on. So this would be considered a quote-unquote meta event at 26,000 souls. You are getting 3 4-star Titans in this event, which is cool. You got Minotaur, Achilles, and Heracles. You got some pretty cool relics that some people just don't have, like that Nemean Lion Pelt is amazing. Solomancer's Energy is really good. Olympia's Drepania and all that. I know it's Achilles' signature relic, which comes with a synergy relic there, so that's kind of interesting. Overall, you know, I mean, Minotaur and Achilles are both Pantheon Titans. You need those guys. I mean, it's not horrible for an event if you don't have these things. I mean, yeah, I mean, compared to the some of the other events I've seen and all that, this one's not that bad for 26,000 souls. Let's look at some of the in-game rewards. Okay, so the in-event rewards, we're going to have 4,200 gems in this event. You got 925 portal stones and 6 event tokens if you want to use them for the event. So all in total, you're getting about 40% of the soul count just from the rewards. Now, I'm only using a 1-star boost relic, so if you're able to get a 2, 3, or 4-star relics, it will help increase how much souls are included for free in the event to help out. But I mean, right now, worst case scenario, you got 40% of it, leaving you with about 15,000 souls to have to grind out and, you know, quote unquote, buy for yourself with saved up resources. Overall, like I said, they're pretty much sticking with this 40 to 50% range they have in events. I mean, it's not bad. I'm glad they have that in there. It does kind of help take the sting out a bit of losing out on the 4,000 gems weekly. If you're a gem hunter, then the 2,000 is where you're at now, and this kind of helps make up for it because you have to, you know, still pick and choose your events you want to do. Okay, let's move on. Taking a quick gander at the featured relics in this event. Like I said, we have Solomancer's Energy, great relic. Olympia's Drepania. Like I said, this is Achilles' Symmetry relic, but it's still not a bad relic for human troops and for your physical stuff. And then you got Midas' Syrup here, the Scissorp. This one's great for archers and stuff. Ultra Critical, Spearman Melee. Yeah, you know, this is a good relic. I mean, like I said, these are not bad relics. They're just really not. Moving into the relics that are going to be relevant to this event, because they're the only place you can get them so far. We've got Hydra's Wing, 50% Titan and Troop Armor, 40% Titan and Troop Health, and 25% Titan and Troop Melee Resist. I like it because it's good for all Titans, all elements, all troops. Love those kind of relics that are all around. Then you got Hippolyta's Buckle. Hippolyta's? Anyways. 50% Titan physical damage, so it's narrowed down to this physical Titans. 60% Titan armor piercing, and 40% Titan and Troop armor piercing. Now this would be pretty cool because you get 100% armor piercing for, you know, a solo Titan. If we got a cool infiltrator physical Titan, this would be something I would put on him for sure, or her. Then you got the Nemean Lion Pelt. This is a great relic. It took forever to get a 4-star version. If you do not have a 4-star version, it's great, especially, like I said, once again, for those solo type Titans. Back in the day, man, we had some good ones. You had Jinshu. Tengu was actually good for a little bit. They're really cool. So if they come out with another good solo infiltrator style Titan, you are going to want at least one Nemean lion pelt in your inventory so you can take care of business. What the heck, notifications going off, man? Bah! Alright, let's check out the Alliance rewards. Moving into the Alliance rewards, obviously you got the usual stuff. The top 50, you're going to get yourself a Heracles from 60 all the way down to level 10. The place that you really want to look at, and I always try and tell people, is this chunk right here, 51 to 750. If you're a free-to-play player, a grinder, even a freemium player, this is a great place to try to land with your alliance. Try to find yourself an alliance that fits inside here. Now, I mean, you can get yourself a Heracles if you're in the top 100. If you get in the top 250, you got a physical elemental token. You can get an all elemental token. So either way, you're getting a 4-star Titan. Or if you're a gem hunter, 501 to 750 is where your alliance needs to land. Get yourself 2,000 gems. Overall, guys, these are the places that I would look at the most. Don't push for number one unless that's your thing as an alliance. That's totally cool. But for, like I said, my freemiums, my free-to-play, and my grinders, this here is, you know, the range you want to land in. It's a pretty big one, so go for it. Alright, so now we move into the actual grinding portion of the video. We're going to be looking at what I call the GOTDS event milestones. These are the major milestones in the event. If you're grinding through that you want to kind of look at so you can gauge the amount of time and investment it's going to take. You got 2,000 souls for 3 event tokens, 12,000 souls for Minotaur, 14,500 souls for Achilles, 22,000 for Heracles, and 26 to finish the entire event. Let's break each one of these down. We'll start with the 2,000 souls here for 3 event tokens. This is for every single player in the game. If you play the game, free to play, freemium, grinder, whatever, man. This is the absolute bare minimum. So alliance leaders, if you have no minimums, I would suggest at least setting a 2,000 soul minimum just to help your players along, dude. You know, because sometimes you got to kind of push them. So it's about 143 battles. You're looking at 2.5 hours of grind time, dudes. 379 portal stones. You can get that pretty quick and easy over the course of the weekend. And if you want to buy them, you're looking at 2,000 gems, right? You can score those also pretty easily. So get those 3 event tokens. It's worth it. Next up, 12,000 souls for Minotaur. Now, Minotaur is important if you want the Trojan Horse Relic. You got to get yourself Kronos, Dionysus, and Cerberus as well. This here has a great synergy for every single Greek Titan. What I'm wondering is if they'll update it and add in Heracles, because if they do, that's really going to be cool because you have a 50% chance to summon more Omega spells when you have Omega units die. You also get this thing's all around great for all the different elements in your Titan. It's a great relic, so hopefully they do update it, but that's the Minotaur for that. Now, it's going to take you on a pure grind, 858 battles, 14.5 hours. You're looking at about 2,000 portal stones, which is going to cost you about 10,000 gems. If you're using the invent relics, right, there's 5 of them at this point in the game, or this event. At 1-star rolls, you know, worst case possible, you're still going to have 718 battles to do. It does shave some time off with 12 hours, 1,500 portal stones, and it brings down the cost to buy those portal stones. It's only 7,500. So it does help if you're using the relics, even at 1 star. Myself personally, if I was going for 12,000, I would just say, you know what, hold on to my 5 relics and just do the extra 100 battles or so and get it done. It's only 2 more hours of grinding. All right, let's move on. Then a hop, skip, and a jump away at 14,500 souls, you can get yourself Achilles. This guy's important if you want the Spirit of War collection relic. You'll need Achilles, Nergal, Tengu, and Totec for that one. Once again, this is a really good relic too. Even the 3-star version is awesome. So it's worth going for. If you don't have Achilles, get them so you can get this relic. All right, guys. If you already have the relic and Achilles and all that stuff, maybe you're more interested in Heracles himself. But either way, it's going to take you about 1,000 battles if you go pure grind. 17.5 hours, about 2,500 portal stones. You're looking at about 12,000 gem investment for those stones. If you're using the in-game relics, once again, you have 5 of them at this stage of the event. It will bring you down to, at a minimum, 890, I should say a maximum, 896 battles if you only get 1-star rolls. Obviously, 2, 3, and 4 stars will help out a lot more. It will bring down your grind time to only 15 hours, and it's going to cost you about 2,100 portal stones and, about 9,500 gems to get those stones. So it does help, once again, to use your relics if you're going to get it to at least Achilles and hopefully get yourself a Spirit of War Pantheon collection. At 22,000 souls, we got the man of the hour, Heracles himself here, the brand new 4-star Titan. 22,000 souls, right? It's going to take you 1,572 battles on a pure grind, about 26.5 hours. 3,800 portal stones. You're looking at about 18,500 gems to get those stones. So I mean, it's it's par for the course at 22,000. Now at this point in the event, you would have 6 boost relics to use that will shave down things with but not by a lot, right? I mean, when you look at 6 relics and it only really shaves off 170 some odd battles, that kind of bites if you get a 1-star roll. So really, I hope you guys have better luck if you're using your relics and you're getting 3 and 4 stars, because that will help out a lot. Over here, you're looking at 23.5 hours. You can see the numbers here, right? 15,000 gems. I mean, it helps, but not by a lot, guys. But yeah, it just sucks because I get nothing but 1 stars, I should say. I mean, I'm shocked when I get something more than that. So that's why I use the worst case scenario. I'm really hoping you guys have a better one there. But that's it, 22,000 souls. Let's move on to the event finish. All right, 26,000 souls for the event finish here. Now this is going to get you all the treasure, everything in the event. It's going to take you about 1,858 battles. You're going for a pure grind, 31 hours, right? So it's a third of the event time, right? We have 90 hours to do it. 4,700, well, 46, 49 when it comes to the portal stones. It's a chunk of portal stones, guys. You're looking at about 23,000, 24,000 gems to get that. Now, if you use all 6 relics, it will bring it down to about 1,700 battles, and it shaves off a couple hours. But once again, hopefully you guys have way better rolls than the 1-star, because it's painful to roll that many relics and get nothing but 1 stars. I hate that, but I've seen, heck, myself, I think I've gotten up to 10 in an event, but I know there's some other people have gotten way more 1 stars, and at some point in time, man, you just gotta, man, the luck just isn't with me, dude. Anyway, so that's gonna be the event finish there. Let's go ahead and go into some final thoughts and talk about this guy. Alright, so is the grind worth it in final thoughts? Technically, I believe this guy's kind of fallen in with that Epsilon meta. There's undoubtedly going to be a Pantheon collection with this dude needed for it. And overall, his skills are interesting. Now, does it mean he's going to be like a meta attacker? I don't know, dude. I really don't know. Technically, this is kind of falling within the time frame when the meta titan is supposed to drop. So you guys can't see my little quotation fingers, but I was quoting. So technically, this guy can be considered one of the meta titans. Is he going to be a meta attacker, though? I want to play with him and see what he can do. I want to see, can this guy take out like a Minerva, a Kronos, right, an Oceanus, and we got our big defenders is going to take him out. How's he for PP lands? How is he going to be for assault and all these other things? I think this guy's got potential. I'm really curious to see what the 5-star relics would do with him. I'm not a big fan of the new 5-star relic that's coming out the chess piece for paladins. If this guy's a paladin and stays a paladin, I should say, and doesn't turn into a champion, I just don't see it working for him. However, irresponsible prediction, you'll hear it here right now first from me. I really think that Excalibur will be the 5-star relic that they're going to be bringing out in the near future that will basically be like the mage staff of this meta, where the mage staff was separate from the arthropods in the archmage meta. We're going to have Excalibur in this one, and I think if this guy is a paladin and Excalibur is a paladin blade, that will make the difference, and this guy might become super relevant. It's one of those things, guys. So if you're gonna pass him up, I completely understand. At least go for the 2,000 points, get your tokens. But myself personally, I'm gonna go for him. But like I said, because I do like physical titans, so for me, the grind is worth it. It's up to you to decide, is the grind worth it, on your end. All right, let's go here and close this up. And that's the video for this week, guys. We got the Heracles event coming up. Just comment below and let me know. Are you doing it? Not doing it? Skipping it? Do you think this guy's gonna be meta? Hey, comment. Let me hear it. I'd love to discuss it with you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hopefully today is the day I've earned your subscription. That'd be great. Definitely smash that like button. Heck, hit the thumbs down button if you didn't like the video. Either way, it helps me out, guys. I appreciate your time. And hey, I'm your host, Darth Shigong here. And as always, I hope to catch all of you gaming on the dark side.